Introducing the
Hello
officials
and
for
welcome,
this
ladies and
afternoon's
gentlemen,
match. The
to
referee,
Centennial
Michael
Stadium
Jones.
here at the
The
University
referee's
of
assistants,
Victoria.
Francois.
National anthem is complete, and we are set for day 3 to get underway. This is Concordia about to take on Guelph. Well, all eyes on Canadian rugby today. Was a pretty exciting day. Canada's men's rugby team qualifying for the 2019 Rugby World Cup in Japan. Pretty incredible result. Well done to our national team. I'm sure there's a few beers flowing for those guys as they head back to their team hotel in Marseille, France. And really looking forward to next year's Rugby World Cup in Japan. My name is Brian Kelly. Happy to be bringing you coverage of Day 3 from the Canadian University Men's Rugby Championship with Liam Uvic, student member of the the Uvic rugby team. Pardon me, Liam. Walk us through the first 2 days of results and what your thoughts are on tonight.
Yeah, so we had UBC versus Concordia in the first game. It was a big win for UBC once again with a 41-5 victory over. And then Queens versus New Brunswick. Dominating performance by Queens, 76-5. And then following the second day, UBC versus Guelph, 34-7. Once again, another very obvious performance by UBC against another school. And then Queens versus Victoria, which a grimy game and slippery conditions with a 15-8 victory for the Queens Gales.
Highly anticipated gold medal match on Sunday will be the UBC Thunderbirds, champions of BC. The Roundsfell Cup winners 3 of the last 4 years, actually, taking on the OUA champions, Queen Gales. And these next 2 games that we have here, this Concordia against Guelph fixture, and then after that we have the University of Victoria Vikes taking on UNB, and both these winners of these games will meet on Sunday at 11 a.m. in the bronze medal final. The loser of the game right now and at 6 o'clock will face off tomorrow in the 5th, 6th place game. Beautiful, stunning conditions here for mid to late November for rugby. About 10-12 degrees. Not a breath of wind out here. Beautiful conditions for rugby. You've got first line out of the game. Stolen well there. Jumping at the top is Matt Van Camp. Guelph wearing their classic black with yellow and red trim. And Concordia with an early penalty against. Late tackle, I believe. Wearing their yellow with maroon shorts and trim. Quick tap coming in there, and a big hit on the far side. Well, that's Johnny on the spot. That's a huge hit on the far sideline. Quick tap was taken by Van der Vesthuizen. Guelph still with ball in hand, however. Van der Vesthuizen out the back now. Numbers here. Here's Legaska. Wrapped up by Thomas Goetz. Over the halfway line now. Referee for today's contest is Michael Jones, experienced man at the helm of this contest. Out the back now. Pass from Dalton Campbell into the hands. Good tackling there by Jackson Marquardt.
We're going to have the penalty here. No advantage. We weren't 10.
Well, there you hear it from
Well, we had the penalty there on the 10.
Michael Jones. Not 10 is the call.
Yeah, it looks like so far Concordia's coming out really hard in defense, drawing those 2 penalties already against themselves, but they're coming out really hard in defense as Queen. Looks like the.
Going to give them an opportunity just to kick downfield, get a bit of possession. Bit of territory advantage. As you can see there, beautiful conditions. Nowhere else you'd rather be on a Friday night.
6 goals.
Still buzzing from Canada's victory in Marseille over Hong Kong. These games, of course, at the Canadian University Men's Championship. 30-minute halves compared to a regular 40 as Guelph get the drive going here. That ball is in the hands of Marcello Wainwright, playing with advantage here. Sort of a free attack now. See if they go for the usual cross kick, but now they just decide to spin it through the hands. Putting the ball under his arm there was Wakefield. Still on advantage now. Well, that could be a card potentially, playing the ball from the breakdown while on advantage. Rightfully so. Michael Jones might step in here.
2 in from the side on the maul. We've had 3 penalties now in the row. 3 minutes in. Okay, you guys got a second? Yeah, of course. Yeah, so you have 2. We have the collapse maul, or the guy coming up from the side, or over here, guy offside.
Check maul. Show you what's close. So we only have two options. They're either that side or this side. You got either there or there. What do you want to do? You want to kick or you go corner?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go to the penalty over here. 2 gold, entry at the maul.
Well, one of the new laws in the game of rugby came in less than a year ago is that there's 2 penalties. The team who has the advantage can pick which penalty they choose. So in this instance, they're not going for points. They're going to say, you know what, let's kick the corner here. Let's trust our forwards. Let's set the drive and see if we can push one over in the right corner. Almost 4 minutes gone here in the opening half. Still scoreless between these two sides.
Line black. Make sure that's the middle, so you're half step off. So you're good there. Yes, yes. Yeah. So that they can walk in, and then they have to set, and then they can go.
Slow walk in here, no rush at all. Can't find the jumper at the back. Big miss there by Guelph as it's taken in by Laplain Pereira.
Inside.
Still inside the 22. Can kick this one into touch if they need. Concordia, of course, the RSEQ champions of Quebec, as we see this line out. Trying to find Van Camp, just a little bit too much mustard on that pass. Allowing Concordia an opportunity to clear their line. There's a lot of instances in rugby games where you have a chance to look back on it. They could have easily taken the 3 points. They decided to go for the line and go for 5, and yet now scoreless on the board. Back with ball in hand now. I believe that's Wainwright driving it forward. Big-bodied flanker. Kishufi dishes it off to his inside center, taken up into contact. That's Dalton Campbell. Wainwright, once again, hard man to bring down. Member of the Toronto Arrows. A penalty against not releasing is the call. Captain Lucas Houghton, first one there. So 2 missed opportunities there by Guelph. Concordia not allowing any points.
Yeah, Concordia escapes that from after taking 3 penalties in 3 minutes. Hopefully they can get a good clearance on this ball here and get some good territory gained.
Clearance kick, gaining some territory now. First real attacking opportunity here for the Stingers.
Hold on the 10, please.
Concordia had a tough result. They opened up against the defending champion Thunderbirds from UBC. Only scored 1 try in that game. 41-5 loss. And they've lost that ball. Opportunity for Guelph now. Step back inside there.
No, his hands aren't on the ball.
Mukundi, Canada under 20 player from this year's Junior World Rugby Trophy in Romania. Van der Vesthuizen, slow ball.
Backwards!
Referee says backwards. That was off the hands of Eric Milne.
Hold. Hold away.
Great hands there by Guelph to keep that one alive, working down the blind side.
Hold, good.
Half gap there and a beautiful support line. This is excellent running here by Guelph. Well, that's a 25-meter gain off some nifty handling. 3, 4, 5 phases. Mario Van der Vesthuizen going himself. Finds Andrew Douglas. Still going now. Douglas brought down just outside the 22-meter line. Well, unfortunately, that one is spilled forward by Alex Chafee. Look of frustration on players' faces knowing that they've missed now 3 attacking opportunities. Big thank you to the Canadian Rugby Foundation, massive supporters of everything Rugby Canada and Canadian rugby. I have to mention that this tournament was played back in the 90s, as I've been told, but once again it was revamped and brought back to life last year. Guelph, who were playing in this fixture, were the hosts of last year's tournament. 6 teams from across the country, with UBC lifting the trophy over their fellow BC members, the UVic Vikes. However, potential for a new champion this year, as Queens will meet them in the gold medal final, as mentioned earlier. Receiving a bit of medical attention is Zachary Peltier on that far side. Looks almost like a bit of a shoulder stinger, as we see that Guelph side and Concordia. 2 teams have come a long way for this competition and likely enjoying this sunshine and no snow.
Yeah, for sure. After playing that final last year, it was snowing. Glad to be back on the West Coast again, so it's nice to have it back at home for this.
Well, pardon me, it wasn't a shoulder injury, it's a finger injury. Peltier looks like he's eager to get back on the field.
No. Stop, please.
Peltier, third-year business student from Pointe Claire, Quebec. Member of the Beaconsfield RFC. Well, looks like he's been subbed off.
Okay. Time on. Mark. Okay. Knock on black. Some gold. Front. Bind. Set.
Good low push here from Guelph. Countered well there by Concordia. Houghton picks it up and finds his man on the near ball. That's well running there by Charles DeBow, former Canada under-20 player. Veteran on the Stingers side. Quick tip ball there, and the fresh man on the pitch, Ty Wallace, spilling that one forward.
Turnover's good. Turnover's
But it's
good.
been turned over and won once again by Concordia. Houghton, ball out the back. Good ball running here. LaPlane Pereira working that blind side. Strong running, JC Vinette. Houghton driving forward. Working the blind once again. Cheeky little grubber option, putting Van der Vesthuizen under all sorts of pressure as that ball is kicked forward.
Black, hold 4.
Believe that was McLean Wakefield just booting it downfield. But he was outside his 22, so they're going to come all the way back to where it was kicked. So some good pressure here from Concordia, and an interesting little grubber option, putting this Guelph side under pressure.
Yeah, see if Concordia right here can capitalize on another mistake by Guelph, not taking advantage of another turnover caused by themselves.
Minutes gone here in the first half, still scoreless between these two sides. OUA runner-up against the RSEQ champions. Quick pump fake there as that one is knocked on by Guelph. Playing on advantage now. LaPlane Pereira still going. This hooker's got some legs, that's for sure.
Go ahead.
LaPlane Pereira starting off this entire drive. Houghton driving forward, just 1 meter shy now. Can they maintain possession? Driving forward, big-bodied. Can he get it down? Well, he looks to have been over. That was Dylan McDonald. Well, I'm not sure if I agree with that one. It looked to have been over the line on the initial nudge. Good choice words there, and we'll get a replay here.
Yeah, too. Number 2 right here is a big gap, opens up right off the line out and splits the D. And yeah, a good step there by the hooker. Pretty nice to see that out of a hooker.
Well, plenty of attack here. Don't forget, Guelph missed 3 opportunities as they just missed on the replay there. Unfortunate. They still have ball in hand, however, so the attacking platform is set here for them. 5 off your screen right now.
You guys come and take away that space. We don't have a contest, okay? Remember, it's a temple to temple. Okay. We talked about this at the beginning. Okay? Buy in.
Excellent audio there from the referee. What I was going to say is off your screen, 5 members of Concordia almost completely flat, 5 meters back from the scrum. Don't think they're planning any big, wide, spinning play. Going to be smashing this one up around the fringes of this scrum.
Gentlemen, we need to take a half step back. We just got to be at the top of the line here. Okay.
Ready on this area, ready on this area. Oh, ball!
Okay, scrum goal.
Ball! Ball!
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Big shove there from Guelph, still at the foot of the number 8. Here's Houghton. Good contest against Wainwright, holds him up. Now this could be a penalty against Guelph. Referee says play on. Once the player's knees are on the ground, it's officially a tackle they need to release. Well, here comes the hard yards now. These bodies smashing for these last 10 meters. Driven into contact there is Malcolm Baird. Into the hands now of Markart. Needs support though, he's isolated. 4 Concordia players in with him. Belvedere. Tackle coming in by Talbot. Good hands picked up there by the fly half. Still going now. Goats. Numbers here on this open side if they can use it. Into the hands now. Malcolm Baird still over the line. Pardon me, still 2 meters from the line. Iarici, 4 meters out now. Nearing 10 phases here for Concordia. Defense holding strong. Houghton tries to snipe around the breakdown. Well, a couple of choice words there, folks. Of course, these are competitors giving it their all.
Tackle! Back foot.
Strong defense here. Can they hold on? Looking for the first score of this game. Just inches from the line now. Try has been awarded. Well, you saw that coming. That's the captain, Lucas Houghton, getting it done. Close to 15 phases, keeping the ball and getting the job done.
Yeah, so far with the 15 phases there by the Concordia, it looks like right now finally one team is linked to more than 3 phases together, and look what happened. They already squared down between, almost right next to between the posts.
Conversion attempt coming from Jonathan Banks. 5th-year science major from John Abbott College. Well, the flags go up. He's not going to miss from there. Score now 7-0 in favor of Concordia. Big thank you to the UVic Vikes for hosting this contest all week here, both Wallace Field and Centennial Stadium. Been a great event so far. Tickets still available at the gate for tonight's game as well as tomorrow and the all-important finals on Sunday. That's a missed kickoff reception. An interesting play on that far sideline. Well, that's a miscue there. The far winger, not only did he bobble it, couldn't catch it, then bobbled it on the far sideline and falling into touch. Perfect platform here for the Griffins. Well, there's nothing forwards hate more than when backs screw it up and put you under pressure. Giving the opposition a set piece. In the hands now of Wainwright.
Ball's available.
4 meters away from that try line. Looks to have been stolen there by Houghton. So that's got to be the 4th missed scoring opportunity there for Guelph.
No, back up, back up, back up, back up. No, stop.
Clearance kick sailing into touch. So the forwards bailing out the backs for the Stingers.
Yes, yo, that's fine.
Yeah, once again, another missed opportunity by not taken advantage of by the Guelph team. So hopefully they can revamp themselves up and go at them again right here with another lineup coming up.
We have a ball. Here.
Still great positioning here, just outside the 22. Van der Vesthuizen. As that one spilled, going to ground. Goats on this near side. Nicholas Tranche just out towards the halfway line. Yet another missed opportunity here for Guelph. Well, in a matter of about a minute, you go from a line out and possession on about 4 meters from the try line. Now you're 8 meters inside your own half, but thankfully they've won a penalty here. Not releasing is the call. Too many mistakes here from this Griffins side. Poor clearance kick there from the Griffins player off the penalty. We have another kick going downfield. Staying in, though. Van der Vesthuizen gets under it. Wainwright. Captain Sheridan looking to find touch, and he bounces in perfectly. Excellent play there by the veteran fullback. Also has experience with the Toronto Arrows, the newly minted Major League Rugby team based out of Toronto. A better line out, but unfortunately another miscue on the pass, and it's picked up by Belvedere. Well, some sloppy play by both these sides. Belvedere picked it up clean and was thinking about passing and should have just put his head down and kept going.
Yeah, he should have cut back inside on that one. It's too close, especially with the narrow field here on the Centennial Stadium. With Wallace should have bounced right back inside and went for it, put his head down, went work.
If you've never played at Centennial Stadium, you know it's one of the most narrow pitches you've ever seen. Teams who like to play a more physical game will enjoy it a little bit more than the wider, expansive rugby teams. We near the 20 minutes gone mark here in the first half. Still only 7-0 in favor of Concordia.
Thank you. Mark's here. Mark's here, gentlemen. Time on. Knock on black. Scrub gold. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Picked up at the base there by Houghton, but he's immediately wrapped up in a loss of 10 meters. That's an excellent tackle coming in from Eric Milne, but back on the attack now. Here's Concordia in the hands of Vignette. Spilled forward there by Laplane Pereira. So both these sides unable to hold on to the ball.
Another opportunity here for the Griffins to go have a goal again after another turnover by Concordia.
Crouch! Bind! Set! No.
Free kick awarded to Concordia.
Okay. If you're going to be here, you have to put the ball in. Go scrum. Scrum.
Scrum called there by Captain Houghton. Belief in his pack. Let's see if we can hear a little bit more from these two sides.
Stand there with the ball like this. It has to be one fluid motion, okay? Say it again. Okay, I'll come around. Okay, make sure we stay square, please. Crouch!
Big shove there by Guelph, and they've won it. Picked at the back by Talbot. Good run by Mitch Talbot. Definitely breaking the gain line. Sneaking an extra yard or two. Kishufi. Under 8 minutes to play here in the first half. Guelph looking for their first points. Offside is the call against Houghton. Referee was vocal, letting him know that he was in an offside position and not to touch the ball. Much better distance kick there from Guelph. Missed on an earlier attempt.
Guelph with another opportunity to make something off a turnover again. So hopefully let's see if they can get this line out complete and actually see if they can get it wide and have a go in the corners.
22.
Alex Chafee.
Fine, play on.
Bobbled. Picked up here. And a big burst of speed by Martinez. Well, the front rower's got plenty of pace. Need some support here. Concordia on the front foot. Big double tackle coming in from Eric Milne and Mitch Talbot. Concordia still with possession. That ball going to ground. Unfortunate pass there by Moritz Whitman. Held up, however. Maul is called. Guelph need to get this ball to ground. Held up there by Charles DeBove. So these two sides seem content to just give each other possession back and forth.
Yeah, so far the difference only in the game is that Concordia scored off of one of those mistakes done by Guelph, so it's only a matter of time. Hopefully that game opens up with all these turnovers going, teams start capitalizing on each other.
Yes, go ahead. Sir, blood's up back.
Excellent run there by Steven Martinez.
Mark.
Literature student, also from the Beaconsfield RFC, third year. Don't forget these teams playing 3 games in 5 days. Never easy. One other addition to this tournament is all these teams are allowed to dress 26 players and use up to 9 subs. Guelph stealing that one, driving forward. Mitch Talbot playing with advantage.
Another penalty against Concordia.
Opportunity for Sheridan. That penalty against Steven Martinez. Sheridan, opportunity to kick this one deep inside. But unfortunately, he's missed it. I don't believe it. Well, it looked like he took a little bit off that one just to try and have a bit more accuracy, but he didn't find touch. Just too many missed opportunities here by Guelph. I'm sure the coach is going to have a few interesting words at the halftime break, saying, guys, this game is in our hands. Back on the attack now, outside the 40-meter line. Van der Vesthuizen pulled into that breakdown. Can't pull the 9 in, unfortunately. Driving forward now, big tackle in the midfield. Referee says play on, advantage. However, we could be looking at a card.
Well, there's a couple things. The tackle was okay, but you were also not tense. Okay, so stay here. Okay. On the quick tap, I'm trying to manage you guys to get back 10. This is the second time it's happened.
He was cheating.
Yes.
He was making an effort to
but
cheat.
That's fine, but he still is not within 10. And he has to continue going back before he can play a player. Okay?
I understand.
No, it's going to be a yellow card. Okay?
Okay, sure.
Two. Yeah, to the mid play.
Well, you heard it right there from Michael Jones. Michael Laplane Pereira handed a yellow card that's only a 7.5 minute in the bin because of the these shortened halves. He'll be in the bin for the next 7.5 minutes. John Sheridan, who's missed 2 kicks to touch, sails that one about 40 meters past the sideline. I think he heard me the last time. Opportunity now. 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Here's Guelph. Big driving run. Marcello Wainwright ahead of steam. The big man going for the try line, and he's done it. What a beautiful solo try there from Marcello Wainwright. The veteran flanker getting it done. Well, he's getting some support from his teammates. Sorry there, Liam. But what a beautiful job done there.
No worries. Great line picked right there by the 7. Great step inside, and then bang, right off to the races after skinning one more guy. Great to see. And finally, the Griffins have finally capitalized on an opportunity with the man in the bin.
He's a 4th-year kinesiology student from Toronto, Ontario. Under 2 minutes to play here. This difficult near sideline conversion attempt would level things. Kick coming from Mario van der Westhuizen. Well, certainly has the distance, but he's pulled it off the inside of his boot.
There is a bit of a difference.
Score now 7-5 in favor of Concordia.
There's about a minute and a half difference between that goal. So there's more time left, okay? We got a couple of stoppages with the blood.
Still plenty of time left to
We need
play.
that ball. Oh. Word.
Here's Banks. High hanging kick. Time for his chasers to get under it. Dodging the one tackle there is Eric Milne. Eric Milne still going, sidestepping. Well, look at him. What a great showing of skill there. But unfortunately, if you don't go to ground, you're going to turn the ball over, and that's what's happened. Lucas Houghton poaching that ball. Smashing forward. Big collision there. Ty Wallace. Whitman. Little grubber kick. This should sit nicely, putting Guelph under tons of pressure.
Great tactical kick right there, putting them right in the corner. This is going to cause Guelph to either kick it back to them. They still have a little time left to go have another run at them.
Don't forget, it is the referee's watch that is the sole discretion of time, as that line out is won by Matt Van Camp. Big tackle coming in from Wallace. It should be a...
Has been brought in.
Yes, there it is. Ball is over the line. It's been brought down. Should be a scrum down. Scrum on the 5 for Concordia.
Yeah, the small end zones again being Centennial Stadium caused another hard little area for them to maneuver around there, and they failed to do it as they just scrumming now on the 5.
You too. Let's just take a step back.
So Concordia will have to drop likely one of their back rowers because they still have Leplaine Pereira in the bin on a yellow card. Need 3 front rowers at all times on the field when there's a scrum. As you see, Ty Wallace heading off.
Ball's been brought in by Black. Scrum gold. Second there. If he's there, then that's okay. Crouch!
Big shove needed from the Griffins pack. Just 5 meters from their try line. This what will surely be the final play of this half. And they've done it. A big shove. Here's Mitch Talbot, still on his feet. Still going now. Finally brought down by Marquardt. Referee saying need to release the player. Once again, as I mentioned earlier in this first half, as soon as your knee is on the ground, it's officially a tackle. They have to release the player.
Another missed opportunity by Concordia there. They drilled them back into their own end, caused their own scrum on the 5, and turned the ball over again. It seems like it's a common thing going on. Hopefully, the Guelph can turn this around and start capitalizing on these mistakes.
Referee saying there's still time left on the clock. Therefore, Sheridan kicking to touch.
I saw the hook. I saw the flanker.
Taken there by Van Kemp. Out the back now. Sloppy breakdown here from Guelph. Big counter ruck coming in from Concordia. Chip over the top and the chase is on. Who's going to get there? Legaska looks to be the first man. And he just slots it down. As you did mention there, Liam, very short in goals here at UVic. Referee blowing this one down. So plenty of mistakes here from both sides. However, Concordia will take a 2-point lead here into the halftime break. Brian and Liam bringing you live play-by-play coverage from day 3 of the Canadian University Men's Rugby Championship. Stay tuned. We're going to be coming back in about 9 minutes for the second half.
Enjoy responsibly. Canadian University Men's Rugby National Championship presented by Concordia Commission, Carson Automotive Group, and corporate sponsors that involved with it, Canadian Rugby Foundation, but also with skill assistance of Jackie Neely, Chris Evans, and Barrow Vision Adventures, McSweeney's, Rugby Canada, Rail Railway Company, and UConCA. And the day 3 action continues tonight at 6 at the University of Guelph Ironman. They on University of Victoria Place. As the full-play games wrap up.
Integrity.
Passion.
Solidarity.
Discipline.
Respect.
These are the core values we associate with the sport of rugby, and we put them into place every time our men and women take the field.
But one additional value we must put into play is Rugby Canada's Play Smart.
Whether by a coach providing training and education,
A therapist recognizing when a player is hurt.
An official implementing the latest laws of the game.
a parent ensuring their child is rugby ready.
Or a fan spreading the message of playing safe in your community.
It's everyone's responsibility to create a safe environment to play rugby.
Be sure to complete Rugby Canada's Play Smart program annually. It teaches us the resources of how to recognize and remove. These include training and education, injury recording, laws, and other safety guidelines. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. visit playsmart.rugbycanada.ca.
It's remarkable to actually see it from drawings and concept to all the work that's gone into fundraising for it, great partnership with the City of Langford, support from the federal government, the Government of Canada, and our donor community that have really come out and supported making this facility happen.
You guys were actually part of our plan to go after and bring something to Langford here so we can all be part of something, you know, on a national stage, build our community and build some pride. And you invested in us, and that gave us the power as a community to invest in you and invest in Rugby Canada.
Well, the beauty of it is everything's in one place. So we have this fabulous gym that's in action behind us. It flows into the change rooms, into the medical room. There's a pre and post training room. It has everything you could possibly want.
This new facility is incredible. When we started this program, we were out on the field and working out in a side gym at the inline skating rink, and to come this far, having been in the program since the beginning, it's such a huge boost for our team, but also the other 4 programs here and Rugby Canada as a whole.
We have probably the best facility around the world, I would say, and it's phenomenal, and it inspires you, and girls come in early to get in their training, and then you see it out on the pitch.
When you have a facility like this, you can actually help build culture, so there's a carryover effect. When one team sees what the other one's doing, they automatically adopt it without sometimes even acknowledging it or realizing. It's just that positive effect of being in each other's space.
I've worked across the world. I've worked in Samoa, I've worked in England, in Wales, Spain. This is as good as anything around.
With a good long-term 10, 20-year plan, this is going to really have an impact on Canadian rugby. So I think everything's looking great for the future.
You know, with the 2 training fields we have here, access to different grass places around Greater Victoria area, we're pretty set up for facilities, and we're pretty dialed in. I think it's going to only show in the success of the programs moving forward.
It is a massive thrill and an honor to be standing here now, to see the facility as it is, to know that best players in Canada and hopefully the world will be using this facility for years to come is absolutely the coolest thing.
So this facility is huge today, and it's certainly huge for tomorrow and future generations that'll come and train in this facility and represent Canada. So it's an exciting time to see those athletes in this facility training, and then take that hard work and put it all together on the pitch as a team and win some matches and hardware for Canada.
Right now on the field, friends, we're watching the future of British Columbia Rugby. It's the BC Elite Youth Sevens in their special exhibition match.
Who are you guys?
everybody, let's give it up for the BC Youth Elite Sevens.
Back underway in the second half. Captain Lucas Houghton catching that one. His team with a slim 2-point lead, but that ball has been lost. That's been the story of this game here so far. Too many turnovers from both these sides. Playing a little bit of table tennis, just giving the ball back and forth to one another. As that one goes into contact, fresh scrum half on the pitch now. Riley DiNardo sporting a bit of head tape. Strong running here now by Guelph. They didn't capitalize on about 4 or 5 good attacking opportunities. I'm sure the coach had a few words to say at the halftime break. DiNardo, low pass. Picked up there. Dalton Campbell driving forward. Good run there by Van Camp. Well, entry from the side is the call, so Guelph picking right where they left off. About 5 or 6 phases and then a turnover.
Yeah, same thing already occurred. Turnover right off the kickoff, and now again another penalty that's unneeded for.
As mentioned earlier, these sides allowed to dress 26 players instead of the regular 23, giving the bodies an extra chance to relax, playing 3 games in 5 days, as well as playing 30-minute halves. Clearance kick finding touch nicely. Concordia. I believe Concordia is back to full strength. Had a yellow card to La Plaine Pereira earlier. Houghton takes that one. Tackle coming in from Mukundi.
Clear tackle, clear release, clear release.
Well, the penalty against, I believe that's number 6, Eric Milne. Did not properly release in the tackle before looking to poach the ball. Giving an opportunity now for Banks to find touch.
Clear release.
Excellent attacking platform here for the Stingers. Champions of Quebec. Bit disappointed with their earlier performance. Losing big to UBC, as mentioned earlier, 41-5 on Wednesday.
Okay. Yeah. Earlier. Okay, you can match. Yeah, you can match. Yeah. Wait, wait, wait. Wait, 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 wait. Gentlemen, you need to fix this now. Quicker. Okay? How many numbers, gentlemen? Please let me know. Full. Full.
Excellent communication there from Michael Jones. Speaking with these young sides.
When you're ready.
Well, stolen beautifully there by Matt Van Camp. After all that, can't make the connection. Van Camp finally going to ground outside the 22. Kick coming in there from Kishufi. Getting under it is Banks. Sideways running here. Big tackle in the midfield by McLean Wakefield. Slow ball here for the Stingers. Iarici finding his man. Driving into contact there is Dubove. Big hit there from Martinez. Iarici. Moritz Whitman. No arms. Tackled against him. Penalty advantage here for the Stingers if they can use it. Here's Houghton, captain, and number 8 getting it done on the advantage. Advantage no longer there, says the referee. Here's Belvedere. Looking for the offload. Secures the ball at the breakdown. Good tackle. Nicholas Tranche gaining a meter or two. Here's Goetz. Still working this near side. Houghton, inspirational captain.
Tackle! Tackle release.
Well, plenty of communication there by the referee saying that once again the knees were down, therefore the tackle was completed. They need to release the player. Concordia, another opportunity here. They're outside the 22 now, but surely with the location of this, they could get some excellent position for an offensive lineout.
Yeah, Guelph taking these unnecessary penalties, just marching them downfield, and Concordia seems to be actually finally capitalizing on these and see if they can do off this lineout.
A lot of work being done in the offseason by this Guelph Griffins side.
I understand.
Some very strong ball runners, some very experienced campaigners added to this roster. However, from what I've seen in their 2 games so far, too many mistakes, too many missed opportunities. Still only 5 points scored in this game, and only 7 points against UBC yesterday. Well, a slick play there by the Stingers. Now they're 1 meter shy as the ball is at the back. Driving forward into the hands. Can he get it down? Try is awarded. That's Malcolm Baird. Well, that all comes back from the turnovers. And a sneaky play at the lineout. We'll see if we can get a replay on it. And Concordia furthering their lead through Baird.
Yeah, so literally the whole field just got walked all the way down by the Concordia Stingers just from all the penalties the Griffins took against themselves. Unnecessary, and just need to listen to the referee, especially on balls when he says that the tackle has been made or if the tackle needs to release off the ball.
Well, Malcolm Baird tried to pick and go on the right side and said, you know what, I'll just go over all the bodies and touch that one down for the second try of the game for the Stingers.
Yeah, great play off the lineout too to set up that up for that last little pick and go.
Beautiful evening here in Victoria, British Columbia, on campus at the university. Centennial Stadium has hosted many quality rugby matches over the years. Tomorrow we return back to Wallace Field for the 5th-6 final, which will feature the loser of this game right now as well as the game after this between UNB and UVic. It's that conversion attempt missing on the left side. Not a clean strike there from Jonathan Banks.
Yeah, shame he missed that one. Could have made it a 2-scoring game, but at the looks of things, Concordia has a lot of momentum going, and Guelph looks a bit tired.
Concordia, 6, Malcolm Baird. 37 minutes.
Deep kick coming in. Picked up well on this near side. Driving up into contact there is J.C. Vinette. Here's Goetz. Bobbled that one. Brought down there by McCundy. Still on his feet, however. There's Belvedere. Needs some players in support, though. They might lose this ball. but it's picked up clean by Iorici. However, it has been knocked on, so no players in support.
Don't get involved like that. Go away. Go away. Don't get involved. No, I understand, but you almost started that. Back up. You're fine.
Referee Michael Jones not taking any of it.
Back away. Stop. We're just waiting for the channel. Just go away. Go away. Thank you. We're going to have a scrum. Okay. Back up.
A couple of handshakes and play moves on. Spirit of rugby.
Don't run in. You're going to start something and I don't need that.
Crouch!
Great shot of that scrum. Two big packs.
Set!
Big shove there by Concordia. Marcello Wainwright getting out before it does any damage. Legaska breaking the gain line, but he can't hold on to the ball. Here's Goetz. Still on his feet. Not held in the tackle. Referee says play on. Advantage is over. Left-footed box kick. Good contest in the air, but that one is knocked forward by Nicholas Tranche. Lots of momentum here in favor of the Stingers.
Yeah, another turnover again by Guelph there. And another great tackle box kick there. Unlucky it didn't work out for them. It was nice to see a little change-up. Caught the Guelph off guard on that one.
Crouch! Bind!
Here's DiNardo.
Set!
Another big shove, but Wainwright picks it up clean. Into contact now. Brought down by Whitman. Originally from Switzerland, spent a lot of time in England playing schoolboy rugby. Driving into touch there. Another turnover here against Guelph.
Gentlemen, 5-5. Let's go. Gold. Gold. Gold 3. Step.
Oh, unfortunate. Not straight. Pretty easy call there for referee Michael Jones. Scrum down now, Guelph ball.
Scrum. Not straight, gold. Scrum black. You got it.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Wainwright. Good half gap there. Still going. Kashufi. DiNardo. Finds Wainwright. Breaking the gain line once again. Bringing about 2 players with him. Good driving run there from Van Camp. Over the halfway line. Mukundi. High body positioning, still managed to gain about 7 or 8 meters. Van Camp, excellent offloading on that far side. Andrew Douglas. Well, hands on the scrum half off from an offside position.
Another unnecessary penalty taken against Concordia. And they're keeping the Griffins in the game by keeping doing that.
13 minutes gone here in the second half. Well, another missed opportunity there for Guelph. Imagine the coach of this Guelph side not pleased with his team, missing yet another clearance kick. So instead of a line out with a great attacking position well inside the 22-meter line, now it's going to be out nearing the 40-meter line.
Yeah, Guelph's getting opportunities. Just need to capitalize on them, finally keep themselves in this game.
I'll set the gap, but they can't keep going back and figuring things out. So you got to. Okay. So here's the mark. Come into the line. No. You're good where you are. Yes, I'm in the middle. Go ahead.
Good. Taken there beautifully by Van Camp. Kashufi finding Wainwright, tries to go for the offload, can't quite make the connection. Still with ball in hand, however. That's Talbot. Still a one-score game. Excellent offloading, can't quite go to hands. Wakefield bobbling that one, and now it's in favor of Concordia. Well, the turnover count has been quite considerable in this game. Irichi. Low, awkward kick from Whitman. Here's Kashufi on the attack now. The advantage is over. Offside is the call. We might have another yellow card here as these sides starting to show their frustration.
Stop, go away. Go. Okay. We had the exact same penalty. They're in an attacking mode. Okay. We had the exact same penalty over here for them coming across. You know, we had them in an attacking mode. Again, okay, it's professional. Okay. Let's go, boys! This way.
Over the halfway point. Interesting option there from Guelph. I guess they're not trusting their kicker. Instead of kicking for a line out 5 or so meters from the line, they go for a quick tap, trying to get the ball through the hands. Here's McKee. Ball is spilled, so Liam, I'm singing the same song over and over again here. So many turnovers from Guelph.
Easy, stop. Okay, we had a knock on. It was open play, there's no ruck. Go ahead.
Guelph needs to make a move here soon. They have another guy in the bin again from Concordia, so they need to go for it right now. Running out of time these 3-minute halves, and these mistakes are just honestly costing them the game and letting Concordia walk over them.
Yep. 11 gold, please, substitution. 11 gold. Let me know when I'm ready there, John.
Nice and loud. Ready, boys.
No, good.
Get that in call. Loud.
Here's the mark.
Get tight, get low. Yeah. Let's go.
Mark.
Mark's there.
Well, one of the benefits of putting a microphone on the referee, get to hear the excellent audio of these two packs, encouraging them on.
Easy. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Picked there by Houghton. Unfortunately, running directly into the referee was Vincent Jordan.
I'm more upset that I got in the way.
Honesty.
I was trying to figure out where you were going. Okay. Here's a mark. Hey, scrub.
Well, we'll have a quick reset there.
Yes. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Another ball here for the Stingers. At the back. Houghton tries once again. Well, the same play just over again. That was taken in by Jordan. Cleaning it up at the back of the breakdown there is Marquardt. Advantage from the side. Guelph playing some frustrating rugby. Little chip into no man's land. Moritz Whitman. That ball was knocked forward, picked up at an offside position, so we'll come back to the earlier infraction.
6 black, offside.
Yeah, another unnecessary penalty once again by Guelph, and at this rate, Concordia is going to kick for touch again and keep marching them downfield. Especially with this yellow card, they need the Griffins need the ball back now.
Boys, back up.
Opportunity for Banks. Kick downfield outside their own half. Under 11 minutes to play in this contest.
So I'm in the middle.
Finding the middle jumper, setting the drive. Awkward, tried to hand it off to the man at the back, but couldn't make the connection. Driving forward there is Malcolm Baird. Has a try in this game. Irici finding Whitman. Hard line by Goetz. Needs some support though. Still going. Breaking the gain line. Working back to the blind side. Marquardt finding Wallace. Organized attack here. Irici cutting back inside. Tackle made by DiNardo. Could be a penalty in favor of Concordia, but the referee hand stays down. Into contact now. Hot.
Easy.
Here's Marquardt. Tackle coming in. Might have been stolen there by Guelph. Nope, still in hands of the Stingers. Moritz. Here's McDonald. About 15 meters from the try line now. Whitman trying to go for the hero ball out the back. Once again,
it's a broken play.
Referee in the wrong place at the wrong time. So Concordia managing to get the phases in here. Still holding on to that 7-point lead, about 9 minutes to play here in this contest.
Scrum. Goal.
Big scrum, boys, big scrum.
How much is left in the bin, John? 4? 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes to go in the bin.
Sorry, 2.
2 minutes to go in the bin, pardon me.
Number 12.
Back in! Second in. Hey, six!
Crouch! Bind!
Squeeze!
Set!
Good! And no! You don't think about it.
Use!
Here's Whitman finding Goetz and a big double tackle there. Looks to be on advantage for a high tackle. Concordia have an excellent opportunity here. Further their lead into a 2-score.
Still advantage goal.
Just meters from that try line, playing with advantage. Here's Goetz. 1 meter shy now. And we have try time there for Moritz Whitman. The Concordia Stingers furthering their lead. Well, sustained pressure, and they're not making nearly as many mistakes as Guelph. And they cross that line.
Yeah, even with the one guy in the bin right now still, this is a huge score for them. This is going to probably put them over and make them get the W.
As you can see on the replay here, good vision, knowing that there's no one on this near side. Marcello Wainwright can't defend the breakdown, and about 5 feet to the left as well.
John, how much is left in the bin?
Chance now for Jonathan Banks to add the conversion. Almost 15 meters in from the touchline. Certainly a makeable kick. Well struck, certainly has the distance, and the flags go up, so Concordia furthering their lead now. Well, we've got a 2-score game with about 5.5 minutes to play here. Momentum clearly in Concordia's favor.
Yeah, if Concordia gets the ball here, they're going to probably look to pick and go and just grind the game out, just the game clock out. The 3-minute half is a big hindrance for Guelph here to get some points back.
Yellow card back in.
Taken well on this near side, fresh on the pitch. Julian McKay Canton. Lawrence Whitman, try score, has to duck under one tackle, penalty advantage. Frustrating game continues here for Guelph. Too many errors throughout this 55 minutes so far. Into contact now is Martinez. Stolen well. I think that's Mukundi with his hands on it. Opportunity now for Guelph. Need to score if they're going to get back in this game. Here's Sheridan over the 22. Slow ball. DiNardo inside that ruck. Good counter rucking there from the Stingers. Oh, an unfortunate there. Counter ruck was good, but knocked on as he was trying to get his hands on it. That was Martinez.
Yep. Go ahead. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, Concordia's not going to mind having the scrum right now. It's going to keep eating away at this clock. So as long as it takes to set up, the more time it's going to be burned off this clock.
One of your front rows is down. Oh no, he's just trying to get his tape back on his head. Yep.
Lots of exciting rugby still to be played this weekend. Coming up after this, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the host UVic Vikes taking on the University of New Brunswick, the Maritime Champions. The winner of that one will meet what looks to be Concordia, unless something crazy happens in this game. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 5th place final. Will be likely Guelph against the loser of the game coming up after this. And then Sunday, the bronze medal final at 11 a.m. And then the gold medal game, UBC against Queens. Should be a highly exciting contest. Less than 3 minutes to play in this one.
Set!
At the back now, here's Wainwright, back to DiNardo. Sheridan, excellent step off the right boot, but it's spilled forward. So frustrating stuff here, Captain Sheridan. Well, the Stingers are pumped. Yes, the line break was made, but couldn't hold on to the ball there as Sheridan.
Good. Yeah, but don't try. But don't try and fight him for it. But make sure you don't get in his way either. Well, you can go, but I'll stand back. Okay, but don't block.
Under 2 minutes to play here. Concordia with possession. Fresh on the pitch there. Replacement scrum half, Jerome Levesque. Here's Houghton. Finding Jordan outside the 22 now. Trying to poach that ball is Eric Milne.
Entry. You're right in from the side. There's already a guy here. Let's go, please.
Clearance, kick, finding touch at the halfway mark now. Time for likely one last play here.
Yeah, the Stingers look here to keep the ball tight, smash the ball up, and just keep slowly taking away and burning that clock away.
Guelph may have stolen this ball. Picked up clean there by Martinez. Working this clock, just seconds left.
Good. No.
Concordia still with possession. That's Goetz with his hands on it.
No. Turnover's good, and then he's trying to put it back, and you're on the ground. Oh, channel in. Okay. Stop. Okay.
Well, frustration a big thing here.
Okay. Stop. Stop.
Getting the ball, they're throwing it away.
Okay. Stop. Okay. Time's off.
I don't want to get cards. You're throwing the
Stop.
ball away, buddy.
Okay.
Everybody, shut up.
Okay. Time's off. Stop. Put the ball down.
Referee's going to have a quick word with his AR, David Smorchevsky.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard someone in my ear. That's all. Okay. Let's have a chat. Okay. Huh? Oh.
The reason I got excited is that the Concordia player, after you blew the whistle, took about 4 or 5 steps back towards his line before putting the ball down.
Yes.
Which is why 21's all excited about it.
Okay. Okay. Well, then let's have a chat because I can't get him getting excited. We still have the penalty here, though.
You can go penalty and then you can.
Okay. You know where
Two experienced referees having a quick chat. Should be the last play of this game. Looks like it will be a penalty in favor of Guelph. 2, 6, and 7 sub. Well, interesting sub coming on for the last play of the game.
No. We're going to have a penalty here, but it's going to be up there, and I'm going to explain. So, Captain, please. No, just put the ball down because I don't want them getting excited, okay? Okay. Okay. So what's going to happen is I understand what was happening with 21. They were putting the ball down, okay, and that's why you got excited. Okay, so we're going to have another 10. They obviously want to go quick, and they've already demonstrated that. So we're going to have the penalty up 10. I need you guys to put the ball straight down whenever it's a penalty. Okay? We only have 30 seconds left. Let's calm down, okay? We don't need anything else for the rest of the game. Okay?
30 seconds left on the clock. Great leadership there by Lucas Houghton. Veteran back rower. I had the pleasure of playing a season with Lucas. Great guy, good competitor. As a fly half, he's one of those guys you enjoy having on your flank. Interesting kicking option here, going for that far side, noticing that no one was back home as that ball is kicked by about 3 different bodies. Concordia with ball in hand now.
Yes.
Is that ball finding its way on this near side? Hands on it now. Big tackle on this near side. Surely that will be the end of this game as the referee blows his whistle. Concordia victorious 19-5 over Guelph, and they'll advance to the 3rd place final on Sunday at 11 Pacific time. Liam, less mistakes, you're through to the 3rd place final.
Yeah, these boys really turned it up in the second half and took advantage of those mistakes the Griffins had. They had the opportunities, the Griffins too, to get back with another yellow card and just failed to punish the Stingers on it.
Frustrating performance from Guelph. They'll have a chance to rally for tomorrow's 5th place final. They will face either UVic Vikes or the University of New Brunswick, which is set to kick off here in 40 minutes. Thanks very much for tuning in here on Rugby Canada's Facebook page. take a break. We'll be back in 40 minutes with kickoff of our second game on day 3 of the Canadian University Men's Rugby Championships.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to center field now as Mr. Mike Holmes, tournament co-founder and member of the organizing committee, will make a presentation of one of the game awards.